trying to get the message out that we are okay. We're not about self-promotion. Women don't tend to self-promote. And I suppose just Australians themselves aren't really a country of self-promotion. I mean, Americans are very different to that. But, you know, how do we overcome that? How do we, you know...
Well, you know, I agree. I know growing up, if you were told that you were stuck up or up yourself or you were showing off, it was like the biggest slap in the face.
Yeah.
So, and I do think that tall poppy syndrome, we don't want to be cut down, so we don't want to stand out too much, so we sort of taper down, you know, what we share with people, what we go after. And American, it is different in America, and having lived there for over a decade, you know, that was, you know, it's a subtle difference, but it can have a profound impact.
Sure.
And I think ultimately, you know, at the core of, you know, I guess what I tell people is think about, you know, what is it that excites and inspires you, and where does that fear of what other people might say get in the way of you just doing what it is you need to do. And if some people don't like it and some people think maybe you're showing off, sometimes so be it, but don't let what you think other people might think run your life.
Yeah.
And I think too often we're not even conscious of it, but we're sort of like, oh yeah, but what might people think, or how might I be judged? And when it comes to self-promotion, you know, I often think it's not about, you know, stroking our ego or saying, well, I'm better than you, or anyone else. It's just getting clear about what's the value that I have to bring, what is it I'm capable of, what is it I'd love to do in the future, and making sure people who can help open doors and give us opportunities know about that. So
it's kind of removing yourself a little bit from it, and just sort of saying, well, that's me and I've got my own insecurities, but this is what I do and this is what I'm good at, and therefore this is where I can add value.
Yeah, and so it does make it less about, well, because I'm great, it's more about this is what I can do. And if I don't share that with people, then there'll be opportunities out there that go to someone else or never get opened up because, you know, we're sitting there being very humble or a very quiet achiever.
Sure, because a lot of people are sort of, you know, really happy to throw themselves in the deep end, and I've spoken to some incredible women on balance, and they come to my Emma Isaacs, for instance. Interesting woman, because she's fantastic, but she just wants to, you know, she had this philosophy that she wants to do something really hard all the time. She wants to tackle challenges all the time. I'm like, oh my god, that must be exhausting. But I love it because she knows that that's just going to open her,
and different personality types.
Yeah,
and, you know, I think it's really important. You know, Emma's a great example because she's such a dynamic person and so accomplished, but too often we compare ourselves and to say, oh, you know, I should be more like Emma. It's not about being more like somebody else. You know, we're not all wired the same. Not everyone wants to tackle big challenges all the time, and that's okay. Like, the world is better off for having a diversity, but kind of don't compare yourself to others and go, well, what is it that I want to do? Because we've all got different things we can do. And comparing ourselves with Deborah Hutton or Emma Isaacs or, you know, anyone, it does us a big disservice.
Yeah.